Okay, next up we have Oscar winner Tilda Swinton in Julia. Of course, Swinton won an Oscar for her amazing supporting role in 2007's Michael Clayton alongside George Clooney, but is best known to mainstream audiences more so as the evil White Witch from the Narnia films. Now, Julia is a film that was played throughout many film festivals for quite some time now, and it's just the type of it's just that type of movie, I guess you could say, that belongs in film festivals. Now, Swinton plays the title character of Julia, who is a cold, calculating, seemingly emotionless woman who's been around the block one time too many, if you know what I mean, and is now out of a job. She desperately needs money and will desperately do about anything to get it. So suddenly she gets wrapped up in a kidnapping scheme where she could wind up a pretty wealthy woman. Now, Julia here is the anti-hero of this film. She is not someone a moviegoer would root for, but we're not supposed to root for her. This is a character study of a woman who, if you want to rationalize it plainly, just isn't a good person at all. She isn't nice. But nonetheless, she is intriguing, she is interesting, and you want to know more about her. You want to know why she's like that. And Swinton is the perfect, I repeat, the perfect actress for this role. Now, Swinton will do big budget films like Narnia, but her ego is in check merely because I don't think she even has one. She takes on difficult, bold, and uneasy roles like this one quite a bit because she knows it will best enhance her abilities as a performer. I think it's tremendous now that Swinton, who is pushing 50, has just started to hit her stride in the last few years, and I can't wait to see what more she has. But some of this film's plot points, I gotta say, are a bit beyond the realm of rationality and possibility, but it is presented in a way that makes it seem believable. And it's that I have to give credit to filmmaker. It's because of that I have to give credit to filmmaker and co-writer Eric Zonka, and it just does such a great job of putting it all together. Along the way now in this film, we've run into some of the most unpleasant characters and people that you would just go out of your way to avoid. And I don't mean that in the sense of a Dane Cook movie. I mean that in the sense that the situation at hand involves just some very nasty people. Some with even more heinous motives than Julia herself. Now, Swinton's performance here is amazing. She lets us peer into this character, but yet the people around her can't seem to make anything of her. She's quite an enigma, to say the least, and that's the part of what makes her so intriguing. Now, Swinton takes on this role with an understanding of what she's doing. If it was handled by the wrong actress, it could have been seen as a performance that was lost within itself, but that's definitely not the case here. Now, I said of the film Moon that I reviewed a couple weeks ago that it was the type of film that Sam Rockwell could look back upon and say, yeah, that was a shining moment for me. Now, despite the fact that Swinton is already an Oscar winner and a well-respected actress, I believe that this film is a crowning achievement for her, despite the fact that she may not get the same recognition she got from Michael Clayton. And I think of other, stars that have been in the same situation. Tom Hanks in a film like The Terminal, which was a big hit at the box office, which to me was a crowning achievement for him. Or Jim Carrey in some of his dramatic works, or even Meryl Streep in Marvin's Room, where she didn't get Oscar recognition. This is just the type of film that you don't need it for. And I think it's more of a personal accomplishment for her that will live on in her personal legacy as much as the other actors in their movies that I've just named. And while I give tremendous credit to Swinton, I also have to give credit to Canadian character actor Saul Rubinek, who's appeared in numerous films and TV shows and may very well be best known as Donnie Douglas, the fiance to Daphne, or would-be fiance to Daphne on the hit TV series Frasier. He's truly remarkable in a supporting performance as Julia's closest thing she has to a friend. The plot is also very suspenseful and builds its tension perfectly. I know I'm not talking enough about that, but I just can't get over the good performance here. So for all that, Julia gets 4 stars out of 5.